If you've picked up the Book of Colorful Chords or downloaded the app, you might be wondering where to start with all this stuff, because there's a lot there. So I'd like to share my advice for utilizing these chords. And really, I think of this collection as a thesaurus, whereas if I've got a standard average chord progression, I might just swap out one chord for one of the colorful chords to help give that progression some new life. So check it out. In this first example, I'm going to play a very familiar basic chord progression in the key of A. Now for me, it's the D. The D just doesn't have any life to it. So I'm going to change that to this DADGAD. Check it out now. There you go. One chord change, now that basic progression has some new life to it. What if we're in a minor key and it just feels a little flat? We want to make it a little more haunting and mysterious. So here's an example for that. So for me, in this case, that A minor feels weak. What can we do? Well, I'm going to swap it out for this A minor 9. But I'm going to do something a little bit different here, because this A minor 9 is a little bit difficult to grab. So I'm going to give myself a leg up. And the way I'm going to do that is walking into it. That gives me that extra little moment to grab that chord. So here's what I've got for the progression now. So don't be afraid to find ways to get into some of these chords, because they're not all that easy to play. Now, let's think about this on the completely opposite end of the spectrum, because those were just swapping out one chord. What if every chord in the progression was a colorful chord? And in this example, I like to think of the idea of maybe I'm playing with another guitar player, and they're playing acoustic, and they're just strumming full chords. So this is the progression I've come up with for that. In this context, maybe they're playing acoustic and I'm playing electric. What am I going to do? Well, I don't want to strum full chords because that's already happening. I'm thinking I need to add some sort of arpeggio with the colorful chords. And then I'm going to add maybe a little chorus, reverb, and delay and just let it blossom over. And I'm going to leave a little bit of space as well, so I'm not playing through each bar. So here's what I've come up with for that. That's a new chord. That one's not even in the book. There you go. So there you go. There's a few ideas and approaches towards utilizing these chords. So I hope you find as much joy in using them as I have. Take care.